Alright, hi there. This is Tara over here in Kathmandu again. If you hear some background noises, people are preparing their dinner. You can hear everyone beating their mortar and pestles, turning on their water to fill up their tanks and stuff outside. Sorry about all that. But hey, it's authentic life, right? Alright, so another idea for how to figure out how to use some of those double stops. We talked about double stops up and down the neck. I was listening to a singing song that came up on my iPod Shuffle the other day, and it occurred to me I could make a little double stop exercise out of it that could help figure out a way to maybe put my double stops into a solo or into an exercise so I could remember them and have a way to practice them that was entertaining. So if I'm in C, the 5 chord is just underneath it, which would be G, right? C, D, E, F, G, 5 chords G. So if I do C and then I say, what a beautiful riff, and end on the C, that helps me remember. So C and then what a beautiful riff. So I've got the B and the G, and then my next interval for double stops is C and A, and then I've got D and B, which brings me back to my G arpeggio, right? G arpeggio is G, A, B, C, D, G, B and D, 1, 3, and 5. So if I'm in C, right, I've got what, C, what a beautiful riff. If I'm in D, I just move that up. D, and then my 5 chord would be A. Here's my double stop of A. What a beautiful riff. And I'm ending on the D and the D, or the C and the C, so I'm ending on just an octave higher. So if I was doing G, this is how it kind of moves up and down as a fun exercise to help you really figure out your fretboard. If I'm on G, and then my D is my 5 chord right underneath it, right? G, and then what a beautiful riff. I'm in F, my C chord is right underneath it, which is my 5, G, F, and then what a beautiful riff. So you can kind of move that around. You want to be in B, then I've got my F sharp right underneath it. B, and then what a beautiful riff. E, right there. Anyway, so that I thought would be a fun exercise so that when you're trying to do, and now why do we care about double stops? As mandolin players, honestly, you should care about them as guitar players too, or any instrument, because if you can't get your solo heard, more notes makes more volume. There, as a girl picker, sometimes in a really loud guy jam with a lot of testosterone and muscles and banjos and fiddles and oceans of guitars, sometimes using all the strings you can to get heard is a really good idea. But also for being suave, even if I have my own mic and I'm just playing solo, if I know where my double stops are, I can do cross-picking licks. If I know where my double stops are, I can do tremolos. So I can get different effects. So I can get volume, I can get effects. If I know the double stops is again thinking about arpeggios, which is just those notes in the chords. If I can get the notes in the chords to come out, then I can walk anywhere I want up and down the neck in different patterns. Do all those yodelings or whatever. So again, double stops is going to end up making us be able to use our Mando superpowers of tremoloing in a really awesome way. I will also tell you, as a guitar player, you can also double stop and you can tremolo those double stops and sound like Django Reinhardt and sound really cool and make heads turn, because people aren't always expecting it from a guitar player, and they'll be like, whoa! It's kind of the advantage of playing mandolin and guitar. Sometimes you can swap your licks or your techniques or your right hand from one to the other and give them something unexpected and wow people with something that's really not all that hard. Anyway, so try that. You do the chord here, the 2-finger one, the 5 chord right underneath it, and then just say, what a beautiful riff, what a beautiful and just try in different patterns also to make your own little sentences. And that will hopefully help you wow everybody and look as cool as can be. Anyway, have fun with it. Keep on picking and grinning. And yeah, hope to hear from you. Feel free to say hi. Signing off. Namaste, Tashidale, Jojo Lapa.